Our hang. Let me know if you can hear me okay, because obviously we have a little bit of a different setup today. I am in Kansas City. I am coming live to you from my friend's gorgeous apartment that I am absolutely obsessed with. So y'all let me know if you can hear me okay, if I need to change the audio setup at all. Hopefully it's okay. I am so excited to be here. I'm so excited for another happy hour hang all together. You guys, we had some news break right before I was getting ready to go live about Britney Spears. Apparently her and Sam Asghari are not doing well. They're allegedly headed for divorce. My Vanderpump Rules girlies, we also had some major Vanderpump tea drop today. We had Raquel Leviss speak out for the first time. She sat down with Bethany Frankel, another Bravo star, and spoke out about Scandal for the first friggin' time. I cannot believe we are seeing it. Also, you guys, we're gonna talk about that whole blindside tea that's been happening. I don't know if you've been seeing that, but basically the man who the blindside is based off of has come forward. He's suing the family that he thought legally adopted him. Turns out they did not legally adopt him. They filed a conservatorship, and now he is wanting out of the conservatorship. He's suing them, and it is just absolutely crazy. We're also going to talk about Keke Palmer. She is shading her now ex-boyfriend. News broke that they actually are officially broken up just a few minutes before this live as well. They are officially done, but she did recently shade him in the Usher music video that dropped today. And honestly, I'm absolutely freaking living for it. It is the PR stunt that I didn't know we freaking needed. We're also going to talk about Kim Kardashian and her going to the Drake concert with Kendall and Bad Bunny and Tristan Thompson showing up. And of course, we are also going to talk about Selena Gomez and the fact that I'm like 99% sure we have new Selena Gomez music coming. So we have a lot to get into, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in a whole hour earlier. Obviously, like I said, I'm in Kansas City right now, so the time difference is a little different. So I wanted to make sure that I'd be able to have plenty of time to chat with you guys before my friend comes home to her place that I am very, very lucky to be staying in right now. So I am so happy that you guys are here. Let me know what's going on. Again, thank you for tuning in a whole hour earlier. And I'm so happy that we are doing this, because for a second I was like, I don't know if we can make a happy hour hang happen today, but thank goodness we are, because Britney headed for divorce. Although I feel like we kind of may or may not have seen that happening. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it for today. No, this is not my home. This is my friend's home. And isn't it so, so pretty? Like I said, you guys know I obviously live in LA now, but for those of you who don't know, who you might be new to the House of Hill, I'm originally from Kansas City. So I've been here this week visiting all of the family, friends that we still have here. And then tomorrow, I will head to the Lake of the Ozarks. We're doing like a big family and friend lake trip all together. So I've been in Kansas City this week, just trying to, see all the people who I love so much. And also, I don't know if anyone in the chat right now is from Kansas City or you've been, but Kansas City has gotten so freaking cool since I left. I feel like it waited until now to get cool. I've just been living my best little Kansas City girl life, walking around, doing all of the fun things. And yeah, I've just really been having the best time ever. I see we have someone from Jamaica in the chat. Hi, Nessa. Thank you so much for tuning in. We also have Lourdes. Thank you for saying I look good in white. I think it's because I'm just like a little bit tan right now. So hopefully that's why it's helping. We have Harmony from PA. We have Trinidad from Michigan. 901 Erica said, as someone from Memphis, this Michael Oher thing is all over TV. I am absolutely shook by this Michael Oher news, mainly because The Blind Side, one of my favorite movies. And I just feel like it was such a feel-good story that we all have clung on to for so long. And to now find out that it was all a little bit of a sham, or at least allegedly a little bit of a sham from Michael Oher's perspective, I am like heartbroken. I talked to Mama Hill about this and I was like, can you believe they didn't legally adopt him? Like, that is crazy. It is crazy. We also have London in the chat. We have someone from Kansas in the chat who now lives in Houston. Y'all know that I am partial to Texas. So, you know, I feel you. I feel you. Lourdes, I'm so happy. I'm happy that I was able to pronounce your name correctly. My half Spanish side is starting to come out, so hopefully that's helpful. Yes, all over the television. We have Georgia, we have Virginia, we have Gabby. I went to Disney this past week and got sick. Gabby, I'm sorry, but hopefully Disney was worth it. I feel like Disney, a little Disney trip, if you can fit it in, it's always worth it, even if you get a little sick afterwards. But for everyone who's just now tuning in, I want to let you know on this happy hour hang, we're going to talk about Vanderpump Rules. We're going to talk about Britney Spears. We're going to talk about Keke Palmer. We're going to talk about this whole blindside controversy that's happening right now. And we're also going to talk about Kim Kardashian, Tristan Thompson, Selena Gomez. There is a lot of piping hot tea. We also have Miss Mika in the chat. Hi, Mika. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy that you were able to make this live. We also have Adrian from Diamond Bar, and we also have Germany in the chat. Oh my God, Bavaria, Germany. Hi. This is so crazy. It will always blow my mind whenever you guys tell me you are coming from somewhere other than like Los Angeles or Kansas City, because I'm just like, what? We also have someone from Brazil in the chat here for the first time. Love you. I'm so happy you made it. I'm so happy you were able to make it to the live. We also, let's see, we have Canagramma in here as well. You guys, we have Nebraska. I mean, it's a party. It is a party in this happy hour hang right now, and I would not have it any other freaking way. I hope you guys have been having the best week ever. I hope everyone is doing good. It is happy hour, and it's also hump day, so we are halfway through the week, you guys. Gabby says, I go to school in Sonoma, which is one of 2 wine countries, the other being Napa. Gabby, you know you don't have to tell me where the wine countries are. Y'all know. I love me some wine. I love me some Napa. I was there in April for my birthday, and it was a little too much fun. Harmony School starts next week. You guys, I cannot believe that school is already starting for people. I feel like summer is still happening. I feel like summer should not be over already. It's crazy to me. It went by way too freaking fast. We also have another Pennsylvanian. Did I say that right? In the chat, we also have Canada in there. We also have all of our turtle mamas in the chat as well. I'm so happy that you guys are tuning in. Thank you for being here. Oh, you guys, I was nervous about having to go live a whole hour earlier, but y'all are making me feel so much better. I'm like, I hope people are still able to tune in. So I'm so happy that you guys were here, and I'm so thankful that you tuned in a whole hour earlier. Let's see, we have BC, Canada. And Jamaica school starts in September. Good, so they have a little bit longer. I always thought it was so crazy how school here in the US starts before Labor Day. I never understood why we do that. Because it's like we go to school and then we have a day off, like pretty soon after school starts. I never understood that. I never understood. But I was also someone who, I liked school, but I was not like chomping at the bit to go back. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed my summer breaks. And I think it's because I always wanted to grow up so fast. I always just wanted to like go from 0 to being an adult. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, should have really relished in those summers a little bit more. I feel like I did not quite enjoy them as thoroughly as I should have. I agree. It would make sense for school to start after Labor Day. But I will say, thankfully, I feel like this summer I didn't travel a ton at the beginning, but I have been traveling a lot these past 2 weeks, and I will also be traveling again in September and October. So it's fun though. I love it. And I love that I'm able to come to you guys live from wherever I am. I feel like that's the best part about the House of Hill, and the best part of having this own channel and this own community is we can really do whatever the heck we want. And that's what makes it so much fun. And I just saw that bathroom door is open and it's bothering me, but I'm trying to not let it distract me too much. Yes, hi everyone. I also saw Fessy is in the chat. Mika, I'm so happy you're back. Kendra, I'm also happy you're here. I know. The lives, you guys, I went way too long without doing them. You know what I mean? Way too long without doing the live. So I'm so happy to be back here with you guys and be back live. And I feel like we should go ahead and maybe get started into the tea pretty soon. I know, 901 Erica, I miss chatting with everyone too. Like, I'm so happy that we were able to make this happen because I love the pop-offs. I love that we're able to chat in the comments, but I feel like there is nothing better. There is nothing better than being to chat live, one-on-one, and in real time. And also shout out to everybody who watches the lives afterwards. You do not go unnoticed. I see your comments. I'm so appreciative that you do hang out with us afterwards as well. Maybe a little, if we do this as a happy hour hang, you know, a little dinner watch, a little after happy hour, a little late night watch. Thank you for also tuning in as well for the replay. Yes, replay crew. I like that, Epic Turtle. So for this happy hour hang, you guys, like I said, we're going to get into Vanderpump Rules. We're going to talk about the Blind Side controversy. We're going to talk about Keke Palmer. We're going to talk about Britney heading for divorce. We're going to talk about Selena. We're going to talk about Kim. We're going to talk about Tristan. It's a lot of things. I also see somebody coming in from Texas City by Galveston. Yes, I know where Galveston is. I do know where Galveston is. We have Ariana. Yes, I made it to your live finally. Okay, yay. I'm happy that the hour earlier was actually kind of might have been a better adjustment for some of you, because now some of you were able to make it to the live that maybe you don't always get to make it to the live. So 80 Islandia said, Kim is elevating my blood pressure. Same. The upper lip sweat is definitely happening. I'm very, very thankful that my friend loves to keep her apartment at a very cool 69 degrees because it's helping keep my upper lip sweat at bay, honestly, because normally it would be a lot worse, and it'll probably still happen. I don't know why, you guys, for some reason, during these lives, I always feel like my face gets really red, and like I'm always just like, I don't know, going a million miles a minute, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, isn't her apartment so cute? You guys, I'm obsessed. It's in this like older building downtown. I'm like, I've been having a slight identity crisis all week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, oh, Kansas City is so pretty and it's so fun, and oh, it's fine. It's fine. But I would be lying if I didn't say I've been having a slight little identity crisis. I have been missing the Midwest more than I thought until I have been spending so much time here. We have Nebraska in the chat as well. Girl, do you guys mind if I go close the bathroom door? Like, will that bother you? And then I'll get to the tea. It's just bothering me. Thank you, you guys. It was like really, really bothering me. Ah, so much better. Okay, now I'm no longer distracted. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this tea. Let's get started talking about Vanderpump Rules. And I know not all of y'all watch Vanderpump Rules, but it is still some major freaking tea, you guys. Remember, we had Raquel Leviss, who cheated with Tom Sandoval, who was with his girlfriend, Ariana Madix, of 9 years. This was a huge scandal. And today, for the first time, Raquel Leviss spoke out. She sat down with Bethany Frankel, who is another Bravo star. She sat down on Bethany Frankel's podcast. And the reason why this is really interesting that she chose Bethany Frankel for people who are just like not necessarily tuned into the Bravo universe. So Bethany Frankel, ever since the SAG strike started happening, she wrote an open letter to Bravo and is essentially wanting reality stars to unionize similar to actors for better pay. They want residuals, a lot of things. And people have really been criticizing Bethany Frankel for kind of biting the hand that feeds her, because would she really have her skinny girl brand if it wasn't for Real Housewives of New York? Really, would she have her wealth and her status if it wasn't for Bravo, who put her on television? So people have really been kind of criticizing Bethany Frankel a lot lately. And Bethany Frankel was also someone who is very vocal about supporting Raquel Leviss, which of course also she received backlash for, because people are like, how can you support someone who would have an affair with their best friend's life partner? Like, that's a little bit messed up, Bethany Frankel. But she has been advocating that Raquel deserves all the money, that Raquel saved the show. And shocker to no one, that's why Raquel obviously felt comfortable to go on her podcast and give her first interview post-Scandival. And hi, Tamara. I just saw you said it's your first day of school. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you had an amazing first day at school. So it's interesting. And also just like a good PR move, I guess, for Raquel to go sit on the podcast, on Bethany's podcast. However, the issue that I have is, like, you know, Howie Mandel, which is the interview or the podcast that Tom Sandoval sat down on first. Bethany Frankel has never watched Vanderpump Rules a day in her life. She admitted that during the interview. She said she didn't really know anything about Vanderpump Rules until she tuned in during the scandal to figure out what was going on. I also see someone is saying hi from Greece. Hello, I'll be going to Greece for the first time in September, and I cannot wait. We also have Brooklyn in here as well. So I just don't really understand why these reality stars go on people's podcasts who don't actually watch the show. And it was very prevalent that Bethany didn't watch the show. She's actually getting some backlash for the interview since it came out this morning. But basically what you guys need to know is Raquel claimed that her and Ariana were not best friends, like everyone assumed. She says that her and Ariana were acquaintances who became friends because of the show, which I'm going to go ahead and call BS right now because y'all weigh in. Would you be talking to somebody about the intimate things going on in their relationship if you were not actually friends with those people, or friends with that person? No, you would not. You would not feel comfortable asking somebody how the intimacy is between her and her boyfriend if you guys were not pretty freaking close friends. You also would not cry because this girl attended your birthday party because you're such close friends and she's given you a chance and stuck by you through everything. So I'm going to go ahead and call shenanigans on that, Raquel. The second thing Raquel said is that she did what she did because she now realizes that she has a love addiction. And she said, you know, in therapy and when she was in the mental health facility, she realized that she is basically addicted to the feeling of being in love and how it releases the same chemicals in her brain as using drugs, and that is how she's explaining away her behavior. She said she obviously recognizes that it was wrong and that she shouldn't have done what she did, but it was a love addiction. She also said that she does still want to go by Rachel. That is her given birth name because she feels that she is Rachel to her core. She is no longer Raquel. Raquel is a name she gave herself to make herself feel special and kind of to protect herself. And then the real kicker, you guys, is Raquel made this comment that I'm just like, who's gonna tell her? Who's gonna tell her this was not a good thing to say? So Raquel made a comment that the network, aka Bravo, is laughing and running all the way to the bank over this scandal. And she hasn't seen a single penny. Well, obviously, no one's giving Raquel brand deals to uplift the woman who was the cheater. Okay, we know that. That's not shocking. But she's trying to say that she thinks Bravo should have given her something for, I guess, what she contributed, the scandal she contributed for her actions. I don't know what the heck this girl was trying to say. I know she was trying to kind of be like Bethany Frankel, like, I deserve to be paid for raising ratings. Is that what you want to be paid for? Literally causing a huge scandal and having an affair? It seems a little weird to me. So conveniently, inside sources, you guys, aka probably people from Bravo, they spoke to TMZ and they're like, we want to just make it clear. Raquel Leviss made absolute bank during season 10 because Bethany Frankel made a comment about how her interns make more money than Raquel Leviss. And Raquel Leviss was like, oh my God, like you're probably right. Raquel Leviss made $350,000 just for filming season 10 of Vanderpump Rules. She was paid almost $19,000 per episode in season 10. And this girl is trying to sit up here on this podcast and pretend like she didn't get paid anything to be on Vanderpump Rules. So unless Bethany Frankel is paying her interns $19,000 a day to be there, I'd like to say I think Raquel Leviss is making more. So, yeah. Yep. $35,000 for just the season, which is like 3 months filming. So, I'm going to say that Raquel Leviss is doing okay financially, I would think. And, $350,000 for filming season 10. 350, I think I just said 35. But yeah, $350,000. That's more than some people make in a year. And Homegirl made that to film one season. Kelly said, I'm about to call Bravo to come record me and my boring family. I know, right? And that's why people are also upset at Bethany Frankel for trying to be like, we deserve money for residuals and things like that. It's like, you're making a really large chunk of change for a really, really short amount of time. You know what I mean? I don't really know how much better it can get, how much sweeter of a deal you could really have for somebody. I don't know. Let's see. Magali said, victimized in herself and hopes people stop hating her. I agree. She is definitely now trying to play the victim. She also said she felt like how Ariana talked to her at the reunion was inappropriate, which, keep in mind, when Ariana saw Raquel at the reunion, it was only like 3 weeks after the news broke, after she found out, after she found a video of Raquel and her life partner doing some things on FaceTime. I would have probably said equally or worse things than Ariana did. Honestly, if I was seeing the girl for the first time in 3 weeks, I would have some pretty scathing choice words. You know what I mean? So I can't really blame her. But Raquel is definitely trying to play the victim now. She also said that she, as of right now, is not coming back to Vanderpump Rules. She did allude to the fact that the producers were kind of dangling this carrot saying, don't you want to be the one to tell your story? You don't want it to be written for you. And she said she almost went back, but she didn't really elaborate as to whether or not she's for sure going to go back or not. But it's sounding to me like she is not going to go back. For someone asking, do we think Haley is pregnant now since you're pop-off about it? I believe she is. I still haven't seen anything that really is swaying me one way hard or the other when it comes to Hailey Bieber. Like I said last week, I feel like I still need to see some more pressing evidence. But Fessy said, I'll let Bravo film me reading my crusty book to pay me that much. Harmony said, Bravo is more than generous. I mean, remember when Erica said stuff about money and Andy was like, I know what you make, it's plenty. Exactly. Bravo, I feel like, is the most generous network when it comes to paying reality stars. I have friends who work in reality behind the scenes and in production, and I can tell you the average reality star is not making as much as these housewives and these Vanderpump Rules people as they are. I feel very confident saying that. $19,000 per episode is like absolutely insane. Heidi, I'm in Kansas City right now. I'm here visiting friends, so that is why I am not at my place and I am not in my normal background that you guys are seeing. But you guys, we're gonna move on and go ahead and talk about Keke Palmer because I want to get into this Keke Palmer tea. Hi, Sunday, watching from the UK. I love you. You guys, so Keke Palmer is starring in Usher's new music video for his song Boyfriend. And the reason why this is such a big deal and why this is so tea-filled and why this is so savage that I'm absolutely obsessed. So a few months ago, and I actually believe we talked about this on a Happy Hour Hang, the father of Keke Palmer's son made some comments about her on Twitter and about how she was dressed when she went to go see Usher at his Las Vegas residency. He was pointing out that she was acting inappropriately because she's a mom. He said she was dressed inappropriately because she was a mom. And keep in mind, she was not wearing anything wild, like nothing crazy. So you know what Keke Palmer did? She said, all right, you wanna try to call me out for not being a good mother? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and star in Usher's music video. And she looks absolutely freaking amazing. She is such a good performer. She really is a triple threat, you guys. She can act, she can sing, she can dance. She was doing all of the things. And she also, just as if her presence in the music video wasn't enough, she also did a direct throw of shade, I guess, right to camera. There's a part in the music video where she answers her phone and she's like, what? I missed the show? Oh my gosh, I was asleep. I'm so tired. I guess it's because I'm a mom. And like looks at the camera and winks. Obviously directly calling out her baby daddy's comments that he said on Twitter, directly referencing his tweet. And honestly, it was amazing. It was chef's kiss. And then as of this afternoon, we've gotten confirmation that Keke and her baby daddy, Darius Jackson, are officially done. They are no longer dating, which obviously, I mean, I feel like we kind of knew that they weren't dating anymore, but yeah, we needed the confirmation and we finally got it. So I'm living for this. I'm living for Keke Palmer. Just absolutely being so savage. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it is amazing. Kendra said, and she had Usher to help her. Yes, get it, Keke. Let's see, we also have Rosemary. Finally, my first live. So excited to be here. I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy you were able to make it to the live. Kelly said, the fact that she can push out his literal children and he can't even have the decency to leave that comment inside his brain. Kelly, I know. Also, I just feel like it was a silly comment. I'm like, compared to what some people wear, which whatever people want to wear, that's on you. I don't care. I love myself a crop top. I love myself a bra top. So no shade at all to whatever skin people want to expose. But whatever Keke was wearing was literally not even that bad. Like, it was crazy that that's what he's going to get upset about. And I agree. I feel like that should have just been something that he absolutely kept to his freaking self. And I agree. People going off about Usher, you guys know, I am a 2000s hip hop girly through and through. I love Usher. I wish I could honestly go see his Vegas residency because I think it would be so much freaking fun. So I was just living for this whole thing, truthfully. I loved it all. I was living for it all. You guys know I always say, like, I definitely am a little bit of a petty person. So I was living for this just ultimate petty PR move. I mean, they could not have planned this any better. And I think the best revenge is the fact that Keke Palmer is laughing all the way to the bank, all the way to the press bank, and her baby daddy's now single and by himself, as he should be, because he really should have thought twice before making that comment. So I'm here for it. Adrian said, good. She was too good for that man. Yes, Kelly also loved Usher. We also have Kendra. Yeah, he's clearly insecure. Exactly. Nessa said, I love that they capitalized off the drama. I'm here for it. Christian, no, I do not like chicken sausage with mustard and cottage cheese. I have not hopped on the trend. I like cottage cheese with my Ruffles, which is potato chips, which I know is not healthy. I have not gotten on the chicken sausage trend. I just can't do it. Katie said, I just made it. Sorry for being late. Your lives are the only ones that I am actually obsessed with, Madison. Katie, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We started an hour early, so that's on me. That's on me why you might be late. That is absolutely on me. What did you think about her dressing like Usher? I loved it. I thought the whole video was really cute, honestly. I was all here for the whole music. Oh, the meaning behind it? I don't know. I didn't take it too seriously, but I think I was just enthralled by the whole shade and the drama of the music video. So I feel like that's really what I was focusing on, to be completely honest. And I was absolutely freaking living for it. Superstar Bella said he was dating out of his league, and I couldn't agree more. And you know what? One thing I will say about Keke Palmer, I feel like she is someone who knows her worth, and she's not afraid to add tax and get what she is worth. And I'm obsessed. So I'm living for the Keke Palmer situation, the shade, all of it. But you guys, let's go ahead and move on and talk about Britney Spears, because this is some serious freaking tea. So if you are here and you have not liked this video yet, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, because this Britney Spears news, I was shook when it dropped. And I actually still can't believe that this might be happening. Tamara said, the fact you're in KC right now, but still took the time to share all your information with us. Kisses, girl, kisses. Please, everyone, push the like button for our girl. Tamara, thank you so much. You guys know, I mean, even in Kansas City, wherever I am, that's why I like the fact that I'm able to have this channel and able to work from wherever I am. And I almost was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the live happen. But then this Britney news dropped, and I was like, we also have to talk about new Selena music and Kim and Tristan hanging out again. I was like, we have no choice. There is no vacation. I already took a vacation 2 weeks ago, and y'all were very, very gracious and let me do it. So no vacation this week while in Kansas City. Okay, you guys. So Britney Spears is allegedly heading for divorce. So we got a brand new report from TMZ that just came out a little bit ago, like an hour before we did this live. And sources claim that Sam accused Britney of cheating on him more than once. When it comes to the cheating allegations, Sam allegedly confronted her about them. They had a big fight, and these TMZ sources are saying that it is only a matter of time before Sam files for divorce. Now, this news comes just a few months after, if you guys remember, I think we talked about this in a pop-off, or maybe it was another happy hour hang, but this news comes after, again, sources spoke to TMZ and said that Britney and Sam were having issues. If you remember, a source said that Sam wasn't really sleeping at Britney's home anymore. He was really sleeping somewhere else. There were also allegations that Britney got physical with Sam. And so it kind of, I guess the writing was on the wall, but I still feel like this is a big shock because I feel like TMZ prints a lot of stuff about Britney that we have to kind of take with a grain of salt because we know that they are being fed information from very certain people in Britney's life, if you know what I mean, because I feel like they're always pushing the same narrative, and that narrative is that, you know, Britney can't take care of herself, Britney's struggling, yada, 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 you get the picture. But the source also mentioned that Britney does have a prenup to protect her individual assets, but that their divorce will likely end with her writing Sam a check to settle things financially. What do we think? Which, honestly, we have been thinking that Sam Asghari was giving us the ick for a while. We've discussed this. We've been saying, you know, Sam Asghari, I don't know, he's making me nervous. I feel like he's not the guy that he was when they first married. He was chirping a lot to the press, which we didn't really like. And so I'm not entirely shocked to hear that they're headed for divorce, but I will say I feel like it's happening a lot sooner than I thought it would happen. Does that make sense? Like, I thought we would at least have another year or two of them being married. I don't know. Maybe that was just me. And also I think too, as much as I love to analyze things and I love to, you know, call the celebrities out on what they're doing, I am also human, and I never want to see a couple end in divorce. You know what I mean? Felt like Britney's been through enough already. Like, did this girl really need to go through another freaking public divorce, another toxic relationship? Like, I think deep down hoping that ultimately they would be able to work it out, but clearly not. I see Canna Grandma saying honeymoon is over. Someone said maybe that's why she's reconnected with her mom. Fessy said, I won't say I'm surprised though. Also, TMZ is not the best Britney ally. They're not. And that's why we do need to be careful how we're reading this. And that's why I'm saying, of course, they're going to bring up, you know, the fact that they reported on their marital issues a month or so back. And, you know, that Britney was an aggressor in some sorts, allegedly. So we do definitely have to take it with a grain of salt for sure. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. I feel for Britney. I really saw the headline and I was just like, oh no. You know, it's like her kids just moved to Hawaii. She posted that really odd video on her Instagram recently about her getting a stripper pole, which no shade to her getting a stripper pole. Like, that's not even the shocking part of the video for me. Because honestly, pole dancing is a great workout. I've taken a pole dancing class and I learned that I literally have no upper body strength. Plus, you guys know, I still remember the strippers at the Lil Wayne concert. Blew my mind. They were so freaking talented. So I just want to make it clear that's not why I felt that video was odd. It was just odd because Britney just did not look well, in my opinion. But I also hate saying that because it's like, we don't know what's going on. And again, the girl was, you know, living under control for 13 years of her life. So, ooh, it's so hard. We have Vanessa saying, this comes as a surprise because I always thought that he was there for her. He was there so her dad could keep a close eye on her via him. Interesting. Okay, so you're saying you guys thought like maybe Sam was a little, like almost a plant for Jamie Spears, which I would not put anything past Jamie Spears. 901 Erica said, the Cake Up On podcast with her first husband, he even said it was coming. Yes. I think he's an opportunist after the money. And we know, I mean, Britney's money isn't quite there like it used to be. Obviously, she lost a lot of money during that conservatorship, which I do think she'll be able to make a good chunk back with the book that's getting ready to come out. But obviously, that's a wait-and-see situation. All he wants is money. Sacred Space said, I can imagine Britney's circle is small. I hope she has someone she can trust for support. And I guess maybe that's where I'm also struggling with it. Sacred Space, I kind of feel the same way you do. I'm like, so does this girl have an ally? Like, does she have someone that she can rely on and talk to about things? Because I kind of was at least hoping Sam was that person for her for a while, but shoot. I mean, maybe not. You know what I mean? It definitely makes me sad. Epic Turtle said, I don't think she has anyone in her corner. Like I hope she gets to focus on herself and mental health and hopefully find someone who will love and protect her like she deserves. I hope so too, but it's like, how does someone like Britney Spears date? You know what I mean? Like, it's hard out here for us. Like, how does someone like Britney Spears date when there's all these preconceived notions that people have about her? They're making judgments about things she posts on social media. They're making judgments about things she, you know, things that are said about her in the press. Like, how is this girl ever going to be able to have a healthy, functioning relationship? Almost similar to like we've talked about with Taylor Swift. Like, guys act like they're cool with her level of fame. They act like they're secure with it. And then she gets into these relationships and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I didn't realize you were this famous. I can handle it. So I don't know. Like, it is just a really, really, really tricky situation. I'm obviously very happy that they had a prenup in place. Unlike some other married couples we know, the Biebers. So at least, you know, Britney did have those ducks in a row before she said I do. And I do think he'll get a check because I'm sure there's something in the prenup that's like a flat sum, or they have to be married so many years and then he'll get so much money. We'll see. But I do definitely feel for Britney in this situation, and I can tell that y'all do too, because how could you freaking not? I hope she finds her person, Epic Turtle. Epic Turtle said, Taylor is such a force. I hope she finds her person. I hope so. I don't know. Oh no, I see some of you are having buggy phones. I'm so sorry, you guys. I hate buggy phones. Veronica said, I know she's sick, but her husband changed very quickly. God, please take the case. T. No, the Biebers did not have a prenup, you guys. So when they went to the courthouse and did their courthouse ceremony, which in September, it'll be 5 years, they did not have a prenup. Haley and Justin just like decided to go to the courthouse and get married. Allegedly, they did have a post-nup, but not a prenup. So that's what's really interesting about that. Yeah, because they kind of just like went on a whim and got married and didn't really give a heads up to their legal team. So that's interesting. My sister said I'm shipping Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I know. Even though, Shay, I want to date Travis Kelce. And I love my girl Taylor. But I thought, you know, we got the Kansas City connection already. I thought we were rooting for me and Travis Kelce, so I'm confused. Fezzi said, that's interesting. Hi, Shabria. I'm so happy you're here. Yes, you guys, Justin and Haley are coming up on their 5-year wedding anniversary in September. So, April said, I ship Taylor and Selena, which April, anyone who subscribes to the Gaylor fan theory, I'm sure they will be very happy to hear that. My sister included. My sister is fully into the Gaylor fan theory. So she honestly would probably ship Taylor and Selena as well. Also, you guys, we have 200 people here in the chat right now, which is another, anytime I see 200, I'm like, I cannot believe 200 people are tuning in live right now. And even though we did it an hour early, so thank you for being here. If you're here, make sure that you hit that like button. Please, please, please. Mama Hill just said Madison just swing by his house. I'm not going to swing by Travis Kelce's house, Mother. That might come across as creepy, a little stalkery. That might be weird. Although I would think about it, but that might be weird. He is allegedly building in our old neighborhood, so you never know. The Bieber tea in September will be interesting. Yes, of course. We got to see what happens with the Biebers in September. I think either a big part of people are going to be surprised to see that they're still together, or a big part of you are going to be celebrating that they're no longer together. So it will be some tea either way. All right, you guys, let's move on and talk about Miss Kim Kardashian, because I need to hear your thoughts on this. 901 Erica, I love it. She's like, 13 likes. There are 200 people in here. What is happening? I love 901 Erica's like, come on, everyone, get it together. Y'all are so funny. Thank you guys for being in my corner. Thank you. I so appreciate it. Y'all make me laugh. That was so funny. Okay, you guys, so Kim Kardashian, she went to the Drake concert in LA this past weekend, which is tea for a couple of reasons. Remember when Kanye West accused Kim Kardashian of having an affair with Drake? Obviously, they've both denied that happened, but it definitely caused Drake and Kanye to have some beef, which was why Drake put a little snippet of Kim's voice in his song, Search and Rescue. So Kim attended the concert. People were like, wow, that's crazy considering, you know, Kanye accused her of having an affair with Drake, and I know everything's fine now, but she still showed up, and she looked like she was having the time of her life, by the way. All the videos, she looked like she was just having a grand old time, having some adult beverages, as she freaking should, just living her best life. Kim was there with Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny, which I'm so sorry to report because I know my Bad Bunny House of Hill girlies do not love the fact that he's dating Kendall Jenner, but they were there together and they were showing a lot of PDA, like kissing, hugging, dancing, Bad Bunny was seen walking out with hickeys on his neck. Like, I'm so sorry to report Kendall and Bad Bunny 1000% still on, you guys. Stronger than ever, some might actually argue. And what I think the real kicker is, aside from Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny, I know, sorry, Harmony. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to disappoint you guys. I was literally like, the House of Hill's gonna murder me because I have to inform them that Kendall and Bad Bunny were showing all sorts of PDA, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell y'all what was going on. But what I thought the real kicker is that it was reported that Tristan Thompson met up with Kim, Kendall, Bad Bunny, and Drake later on in the evening. So this marks another hangout of Kim and Tristan without Chloe. What do we think? I don't love it. I saw the headline that was like, a family affair. Tristan Thompson attends the Drake concert with Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner, and Bad Bunny. And I was like, why are a family affair? That sounds awkward. Why is he hanging out with Kim again when Chloe's not there? Like, I get being cordial. I get being respectful. I know that the Kardashians will always be nice to the fathers of their children and the fathers of their nieces and nephews. But this is just a little too many hangouts. You know what I mean? It's like we had the Miami night, which we heard Chloe was not a fan of that. She was embarrassed. She didn't like it. And now another hangout in LA. Don't you guys think that's a little bit beyond being cordial, or is it just me? Like, I feel like that is beyond being cordial. I know they did the same to Scott, but I still maintain, I know Scott did some pretty messed up things. You know, Scott did. He was not faithful. He did do some pretty bad things. But for some reason, to me, Tristan's on another level because, again, it's like when you get another woman pregnant when you're with my sister, we're not hanging out. Like, we're not hanging out. We're not going to the Drake concert together. We're not partying in Miami together. We're actually probably never speaking again. You know what I mean? And I think that's me, and I know they have to be cordial, and I know they have a different situation because they're in the public eye, and they never want to be the ones talking negatively about any of the dads. I totally, totally get that. But I think there's a way that you can not speak negatively and not spread negativity and also not hang out with them and party with them multiple times within a couple weeks. You know what I mean? It feels weird. It's giving me the ick. I don't know. I don't love it. I'm also like, is Tristan Thompson really that fun? Like, that's my other thing. Is he fun? Because I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. Yet Chloe is home taking care of the kiddos. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I know they did hang out with Scott, and people felt bad for Scott, and I know, so it might sound like a double standard, but for some reason, Tristan Thompson and Scott Disick are just two different levels for me when it comes to their infidelity. I don't know. Just my opinion. Melinda said the ick for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. I get Courtney and what she was saying. Shabria said Chloe has always been way close to Scott, so the fact that Kim is doing this is a bit of karma. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. You're right. It's the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Shabria, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Tamara said, yes, Madison, yes. He should only be the father and not play like he is really part of the family. I know. And I think that's what it comes down to. I think maybe I just sometimes put myself in these situations and I put myself in their shoes. And I just don't think I could do that. Like, I would be cordial and I wouldn't spread negativity in the press. But I don't know if I'd be caught dead hanging out with them multiple times in a party situation. I just don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Mac A said, I feel like Kim tries extra hard to be close and friendly with Tristan because she is the main liaison between Chloe and him for the kids. The more they get along and communicate, the less Chloe has to. Oh, kind of like she's taking one for the team. Okay. I don't hate that theory. I don't hate that theory. Okay. You guys know I will always drop Taylor Swift lyrics like any chance I can. Any chance I can get, I will drop a Taylor Swift lyric, an Office quote, or a Twilight quote. Because honestly, those are all applicable in a lot of different situations. Heidi said, I feel like Chris has reunions with all of them and starts with them. So let's see what we can do to spice things up. Oh, to maybe do something for the show? Okay. Max said she's always known for taking one for the team, for the family, which is true. And Harmony said, I love Twilight and The Office. That's because you guys, we're right here. The House of Hill is always right here when it comes to liking the same things, and I absolutely love it. And that's what makes things so much more fun. I wonder if Chloe's okay with Kim's behavior. So last week I told you guys how we heard through a source who spoke to In Touch Weekly that Chloe was not a fan of Kim and Tristan hanging out in Miami. So that's why I was kind of curious to see Kim hang out with Tristan again at the Drake concert, because I'm like, if Chloe wasn't happy about the Miami hang, she's definitely not going to be happy about them going to a freaking concert together and partying at the concert together. But maybe because Kendall was there as like a buffer, it's okay. I don't know. Madcap said eek, and I'm feeling the same way. It's giving me eeks. It's giving me the ick. It's giving me unsure of the situation. But I do wonder if Tristan will be featured more in the new season because he is becoming closer with everyone. So I don't know. Y'all are like, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. She could be keeping an eye on him for Chloe, which is true. She could be. But I just need more evidence of that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see you guys laughing and taking photos. I want to see you being a little more stern, giving him a little more fear. You know what I mean? That you're keeping your eye on him. I don't know. But let's go ahead and move on and talk about Selena Gomez, you guys, because I want to make sure that we have plenty of time to talk about Selena before I let y'all go. So Selena, you guys, the moment we've all been waiting for is here. I think Selena Gomez is getting ready to drop some new music. Now, she's been teasing this. She's been saying she's working on things. She's been posting on Instagram that she's in the studio, but we're like, when are we going to get this? When are we going to get this? Yes. We're also going to talk about Selena and Francia. I just saw that comment. We'll talk about that as well. But you guys, I definitely think it's happening. So the reason why people think that Selena is getting ready to release new music, a website has popped up, I'llBeSingleSoon.com. And the website is registered to Selena's record label, and all of the social links at the bottom of the website lead to Selena Gomez's socials. So that has something to do with it. So I don't know if the single is going to be about her single era, about her dating. It's going to be something. In addition to that, she also dropped a video of a voicemail from her little sister, and then there's like a little snippet at the end of the voicemail. And also, you guys, she's been posting a lot on Instagram lately. I don't know if you've been noticing this. She has been an Instagram story queen, which I feel like leads me to believe she's getting ready to release something, because whenever she's really active on social media, that means she's like, I don't want y'all to forget about me. Not that anybody would. I don't want y'all to forget. I don't want y'all to forget. I don't want y'all to forget. She knows people get hyped up seeing her on social media. 225, I think that might be a new record. I think last time our record was 222. So 225, if you're here, hit this like button, please, please, please. The Cosmic, I think it could be a feature on 1989. That would be iconic. I don't know if it will be that, because I do think, and I'm hearing that she's potentially going to drop this new single on August 25th. So the end of the month, and we know 1989 is not coming out till October, so I think it might be before that. But either way, new music coming is new music coming, which is a really exciting thing. And also, to y'all's point, I see you guys are so excited for the new music, and honestly, same. Harmony said, Ari is active, but we aren't getting anything. Ariana Grande being active, I will say, like, kind of kills me, because she's just an unbothered queen. She's like, yeah, people are saying that I hooked up with a married man. So what? I got to promote my perfume, and I'm going to re-record some new song, or re-record some old songs and probably put them out there. And I'm just going to keep pretending like, you know, what my team is saying is true, and that we didn't even look or hang out or do anything with each other until we were separated. Even though it's like, we all know the timelines are murky, Ari, but I do, you know what? I do stand that she's still promoting herself like nothing ever happened. But I see you guys are so happy about Selena's new music. We have Lex saying, I'm so happy Queen Cell has been active on Insta lately, or Insta again. I think it's a sign that girlie is truly living her best life despite all the drama people have tried to attach her to. Yes, completely agree. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but Selena did make me LOL yesterday when she, I guess it was on the Rare Beauty account, or maybe it was on her account. Anyway, whenever she announced that she's launching her new brow gel, and she was like, y'all know I love a fluffy brow. And I was like, not Selena referencing Browgate in the promotion of her new eyebrow gel. Like, I absolutely freaking stand. She's like, you know what? I'm over it. Obviously, her and Haley have called the public truce. But if you're going to make fun of me for my brows, I'm going to go ahead and take that, come out with a product, and laugh all the way to the freaking bank and remain unbothered, as she should, as she freaking should. We also have, yes, she's also been a meme queen. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the memes. She posted a photo of her like wrapped in this blanket, and she's like longingly looking into the distance, and people have been posting all these memes about it, and she's just fully living it up, like reposting all the memes, living her best life. It's honestly freaking hilarious to me. I love it. So between the memes, the eyebrows, and just the posting, the rumors of the new music, she's definitely living her best life for sure. But also, I do want to note that she has hung out with Francia Raisa multiple times in the past week. Over the weekend, they were hanging out. They were wearing matching shoes. They posted about the matching moment on both of their respective Instagrams. And then I believe it was either last night or the night before, they were seen leaving a bowling alley in Studio City together, which is Francia Raisa's neck of the woods for LA geography. So I think that's just their way of definitely showing, like, people were trying to say that we were feuding, but we're not feuding. We're fine. Look at us hanging out. And I do think it was necessary that they be seen multiple times together in order for people to realize that they aren't feuding, because Francia was just not helping herself out in the press. You know what I mean? Francia, I felt like, was kind of perpetuating this potential feud narrative as opposed to shutting it down anytime she talked to the press. So I think it was really important that her and Selena be seen together. Yes, April said no beef, just salsa, which is what Francia Raisa said on the Good Guys podcast when she was asked about her feud with Selena Gomez. She said there's no beef, just salsa, and then went on to promote her new salsa line that she's coming out with. 222. You guys know I love angel numbers. Everyone make a wish. Everyone make a wish really quick now that we have 222 people here in the live chat. Okay, did you all make a wish for the angel number? I hope you did. You better have made a wish. Yes, 222. You guys, I'm all about that. I'm all about that. That's a sign. That's a sign. You always got to make a wish whenever you see an angel number. Maybe that's just me. B said the only thing that's shocking is that. Oh, the Francia hangout. Mary said, hi, Madison. You look awesome today. So glad you could join. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you were able to join. Melinda said they should get together every once in a while. And honestly, probably they should, just to go ahead and like put to rest any potential rumors. I feel like if they hung out consistently, it's like, then what are people going to say? You know what I mean? They can't say anything if they're always constantly hanging out. But either way, all good things. Selena slang, Only Murders in the Building. The new season's also out for that. Got to work alongside Meryl Streep. So yeah, I feel like it's really good. Yes, Travis, I am still in Kansas City. I'm still here and I'm loving it. I've done, like I said earlier in this live, I've been having a little bit of a crisis. Like, I love LA so much. Obviously my family's there. But like I said, Kansas City is so cool. So cool. I'm making a vow I need to come back more often, because this is the first time I've been back in over a year. So I'm happy to be back. Sunday said, please come visit the UK. I know. I loved London. I definitely want to go back. I feel like I didn't even get to really explore as much of London as I wanted to, because I got horrible jet lag, and I was like really sick one day, so I missed out on almost a day and a half of exploring, and I got super nauseous. But we did do tea at the Savoy while I was there, and that was literally is still one of my family and I's favorite memories. Like, absolutely obsessed. We all still talk about how it's one of our like top family moments that we've ever all got to experience together. Let's see, Madison, we love you. In India too. Oh my God, in India too. Yes. Oh my God, thank you for watching all the way in India. Also, someone ordered merch, and I just saw your order go through, so that's exciting. Let's see, we just saw you posted a video about Selena. She's dating. I hope she's very happy. She's the sweetest. She is the sweetest. There were rumors that she was dating Fred again, but Remember, we dispelled those. She's not dating Fred again, you guys. I think it was a new music situation, hopefully. Do you think it's this song? Wait, I just put two and two together. You guys just literally saw my brain functioning on all cylinders live in real time. You don't think she's working with Fred again for the new single, right? I don't know. That's potential. Melinda said, I love Kansas City. My dad lived there for several years and we visited. Loved it. I'm obsessed, you guys. I really am. I mean, obviously, I've always loved it because a lot of people who I love very, very dearly are here. So, of course, you know, that's always going to make a place feel like home. But, yeah, absolutely loving it. Yes, we did already discuss Britney. I'm so sorry. Definitely go back and watch because the Britney tea, I feel like, is some of the biggest tea that we discussed today. And I'm still just absolutely shook over it. So definitely go back and check out that Britney tea. You guys, definitely, if you are just tuning in, go back and watch because it is absolutely crazy. I know, we're so excited for the new Selena music. I know. Heather said, yay, I'm glad I made it to the live again. Heather, I'm so glad you made it to the live again. We have Travis. Madison, did you see Kim K in the new American Horror Story poster with the words delicate? Some people were connecting it to the Reputation era. I saw that, but I don't think there's any connection to the Reputation era. But it is Kim K's really major acting debut. Like, she's done a few guest star things here and there. But this is, I think, her first really, really big role. So it will be interesting to see what she does, how she goes about it, because I think people are going to judge her really harshly, as they always do. So it will be interesting to see how she does in American Horror Story. Let's see. I hope it's her Bad B era music. Oh, for Selena, I know. 901 Erica said, I really hope American Horror Story is better than it's been. 901 Erica, if I could retweet a comment, yes. I mean, American Horror Story, I think we all know it's been lacking a little bit, which I also think is partially why Kim K was brought in. But that's okay. You know what? Let's see. We're going to give it a chance. We're going to go in with an open mind. Hopefully it'll be good. You know, I am happy Emma Roberts is back as well. So let's try to go into it with an open mind and not judge too harshly. You know what I mean? We have Sacred Space. Does anyone think of Taylor Swift's 1989 Out of the Vault song will feature Selena Gomez? I don't know, you guys. Every time I get my hopes up, it never happens. So I don't want to get my hopes up. But, I mean, obviously that would be amazing, but it's looking bleak. It's looking bleak in my opinion. So let's wait to see what Selena releases and then we can get excited. I think that's fair. Also, Adrian said making chorizo and potato tacos, and that sounds literally amazing. Very jealous. But you guys, I have to wrap this up here. So is there anything else you want to discuss quickly? Any other questions you have really quick? We desperately need a Selena and Taylor collab. You guys, I have been crossing my fingers and my toes for a Selena and Taylor collab for freaking years at this point. And every time I think it's going to happen, one of them collabs with somebody else. So I'm hoping that a collab happens. Also, 111. Another angel number. Yes, there we go. Manifest the Selena and Taylor collab. Manifest the Selena Taylor collab. Do you suspect the Biebers are going to try to interfere with Selena's press rollout? You know what? This will be a good test. This will be a good test to see if they pull a stunt. Then this will continue to feed into our theory. But if they don't, maybe they are maturing. You know what I mean? When are we going to see you with Court? Hopefully when I'm back in LA. I've just been traveling like crazy and life has been insane. But I know that I need to get Courtney on here. I know, y'all. It's my bad. I literally have just been running like crazy. Any updates on Lizzo? Beyonce shouted out Lizzo at her concert. So Beyonce's throwing her support behind Lizzo now, which is a major development because previously people thought that that Beyonce was not supporting Lizzo. So that's a pretty big deal. As far as updates to the lawsuit itself, the last I heard was still that 6 people came forward. So the lawyers are vetting their allegations against Lizzo to see if they'll either have their own separate lawsuit or if maybe they'll just help out with the current one that they have going on. So we shall see. You guys, on that note, Tamara said, no questions, just saying I'm very proud of you, keeping up the good work. I love you. I'm a real fan. Tamara, I know. Tamara, you've been rocking with me for a really, really long time, as I know several of you have. But Tamara, she always reposts my Instagrams, always reposts my reels, and it does not go unnoticed and it does not go unappreciated. So thank you so much. Thank you guys all for tuning in, even though I had to start this live a whole hour earlier. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I hope you are having the best freaking week ever. I love you guys. No, you guys, if you're in the House of Hill, we're a family. We're a family here. And that's all that matters. We have each other's backs. We're in each other's corners. We're here to celebrate each other. We're here to get to know one another. And I think my favorite thing about it is the fact that we're able to connect personally and then also have fun and discuss celebrity tea. I don't know a lot of communities that are able to do that, and a lot of creators who get to be as open and honest with you about their lives and like talk to you guys like I'm talking to a bunch of my friends. It's really, really special, and I'm so freaking grateful for it. Like the fact that I was just able to be like, hey, do you guys want to go live at 2:30? I'm in Kansas City at my friend's apartment, and do you guys want to talk about Britney Spears and how crazy this is, and Selena and Kim and The Blind Side and Vanderpump Rules, and that y'all made time out of your day to do it. Like, it's crazy. I don't know. I'm always in shock. Every live I leave being like, the House of Hill are the best people in the world. So thank you guys so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. House of Hill for life, exactly. You guys, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. I feel like the people who are here have, but in case you haven't, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It does help me. Please share these videos, share, spread the word about our happy hour hangs. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok. Don't forget to check out my merch store as well at houseofhill.com. And on that note, you guys, I appreciate you so freaking much. I will see you guys next time. Have the best rest of your day, the best rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.